Beautiful soul, welcome to my channel. This is our end of days, and that's DAZE. As usual, just visually speaking, just recording wise, but raw dogging it. As usual, just one continuous stream. It's gotten really windy. I do have the umbrella, so it should be, and I did a test, so it should be okay. Um, but yeah, we're getting, looks like we're getting the rain in here pretty soon, so I'm going to start recording now. Um, just to put something out here. And I don't really know. I wasn't really ready. Like I'm still, trying to wake up a little bit, so I'm a little bit groggy. But I want to get something out here before it starts raining. So yeah, and I'm gonna set up here a little bit later, be a little bit more protected from the rain. Uh, and yeah, I can't prevent the thing from shaking. Like I said, it's really windy, you guys. So yeah, it's interesting. I was just approached by two people who were offering help to the homeless, but specifically for veterans. Um, and I'm not a veteran of any wars. I almost joined the military. I was this close, but in my opinion, it's a good thing I didn't. I like the idea of banding together, of having discipline, especially for men. And learning teamwork and everything, but you know, it's the military-industrial complex, you guys. If I'm just going to be kind of point blank here, it's not an institution I'd want to be a part of. I know a lot of the initial boot camp and everything. It's basically breaking down a personality. It's like a version of brainwashing. Um, and then people end up just being used for I would say the minorities, like it, and I mean like the super minority, like the 1% of the 1% of the population of the world we're talking about. But it's just like if I'm breaking it down, it's just like the special this we're used as like cannon fodder in the military, you guys. And I just can't stand by that. It's not necessarily about protecting anybody's interests, but like the shareholders, and the shareholders are not who it's not the majority. All right. Anyway, yeah, went kind of dark there, right? I've been thinking a lot about stuff, you guys. One of the things that I think is very interesting here is just like, as an example for that, a lot of a lot of people want to help the homeless, like and even me, but at the same time they don't. And so it's this one thing that I've gotten accustomed to is bug, um, is helping myself, you know, because no one else is really going to help me. So I have to look out for myself, and which is fine, you know. I think in a lot of cases it's even healthy for me to be able to do that. Expecting other people to help me is, you know, I think a sense of entitlement almost, and it's why any genuine help that I ever get, I'm super grateful for. Super grateful for. Um, but that's also, the caveat there too is the genuine help, because you know I've been on the other end of that spectrum too, even while homeless. Just noises, um, stuff I hadn't heard before. Anyway, I won't get into that right now. And I'm a little more flustered than usual, so thank you guys. Thanks for bearing with me here. Um, and like I said, I can't do anything about the shakings, the quaking. It should be okay volume wise, though. Yeah, on the other end of that spectrum, enabling you guys, giving too much, even when it's not healthy. I know I've talked about that, to some degree, at length. Um, Yeah, even out here, I think it was just part of it is assumptions for me, where I've assumed that everybody has the same purity of heart as I do. Uh, if I'm just going to be kind of point blank about that, where it's just like I see us as all equal. You know, we all come from different circumstances. Yeah, we're all unique. We're not the same in that way, but nobody is more important than anybody else. Everybody has feelings, you know, just like everybody else. Um, and it's taken me a while to learn that people's intentions and um, everything is sometimes different than my own. Like, I tend to have my intentions on, well, yeah, I want to be a benefit to me, but you know, I want my actions and what I give to be a benefit to everybody too. Uh, and to me, it's a simple equation. You just aim for that, right? You aim for giving or being of service or doing something where, yeah, well, you know, it's essentially. I hate to do it from a negative point of view, but it's not hurting me, and if it's not hurting anybody else, it's okay. Then that's a good action. Um, and it's I just keep getting challenged in so many different ways, and I think it's maybe a world challenge at this point too. You know, where is that line between looking out for oneself and then, you know, being of service to the whole, being of service to others? And I don't think it's really a line. Like, it's something that you just kind of know in the heart. You know, and that's kind of why, at least at this point in my life, I live a lot by intuition, you guys, just intuitively. And if I get a weird feeling about something, I just won't do it, or I'll go somewhere else or do something else. And if I feel really good about it, if I feel compelled to do it, you know, then I'll do it. Um, for me, it's kind of been refining that intuition because it would kind of get cross referenced with what I would say is kind of like a societal programming and maybe my own programming at that point. Um, I've maybe placed it upon myself where it's just like, oh, I'm really capable, I'm really strong, so I should give. I should really be of service. I should be an example to others what it's like to be of that. And that's even in a lot of ways how I got into this position. I got involved with the crowd that basically were just predatory. And if I wouldn't have had that instinct to protect myself and to think about myself, my well being, and to be able to have the logic to compare their actions and what they're doing, um, it would have been bad, you guys. You know, it would have been really bad. And so you could probably hear that stuff, right? The landscaper in the background. Um, I'll try to keep it a short video today. Um, I'm sure the rain's coming in here pretty soon. I filled a few drops a little bit earlier. Whew. But yeah, guys, I'm tired. You know, I'm gonna maybe try to get some rest if I can, but it's supposed to rain a little bit later. You know, and seeing a lot of evidence of it too, because you can never really trust the weather reports here. Um, but yeah, you guys, maybe just kind of an update today. Wish I could share some genuine wisdom or anything, but just, you know, it's it's interesting, you guys, just being human, just right. I know I've taken paths and done things like a lot of other people wouldn't have. You know, they just wouldn't have even considered it. Um, Even dangerous things, and um, you know, maybe I'm a little bit of an explorer in that way, experimenter. But to me, it kind of makes life worth living. You know, being able to have that sense of curiosity, that exploration. Has it gotten me into trouble sometimes? Yes, but I think it's also there, at least in my life, to help me have faith. I guess is the best way to say it. That no matter what ends up happening and what I get involved with, where my curiosity leads me, that I'm protected. you know, like, and that I can protect myself too. Like they kind of go hand in hand. Uh, and I also say that's why honing my intuition so much better, man. Intuition, it's a God given ability, guys. If we can listen to that, like we could, like an ounce, what they say, there's a saying, right? An ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure. And so, and on that level, on the practical level, what is it called? This rain. That's kind of why I want to get ahead of it. If I'm able to set up a position, with, because I got some shower curtains, tarps, I got an umbrella. If I can set up, I'll be good for hours in the rain, um, and not get anything wet. You got to find a good position for it though, because of the wind and everything. Because it will blow away tarps and the umbrella and everything else. So finding a good position in that case is good. Uh, and so for that, it's preparation. And it's why I wanted to kind of expedite this, right? 11:11. So maybe we'll just leave it at that for today, you guys. Just trying to put something out here. I am tired. I'm really tired, you guys. Um, and I just want to sleep is what I want to do. But this rain's coming, so I gotta get prepared. Um, and thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of this. Sorry, bugs, flies, man, monitoring spirits, and whatnot. Um, yeah, you know, I'm yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired. Definitely, for sure, you guys. Um, Maybe even like a little bit disheartened. I kind of want to be honest. I'm still grateful for everything, but it's kind of disheartening. Like, I'm not gonna let it get me down though. Like, and maybe that's part of it too. I'm not trying to bypass anything. I want to be genuine. Be honest, and having that gratitude even before being able to be down, to feel down. I think is just as important. You know, um, a lot's happened, you guys. Like, I mean, just like in the world, with me, with a lot of different things. And feeling bad is something I know that it's typically avoided. The only reason, like, I have no problem feeling bad, you guys. Like, if anything, it's more about the direction of things. If I'm like in a safe environment, if I'm surrounded by loving friends and family, or a safe place, of course, man. I think we're supposed to feel bad in those kind of places when we do. Like, it's then we're supported and everything. But I think for a lot of us, it's like a survival type of thing too, where we're basically not allowed to. It's just like, oh my god, even in a situation similar to mine, like, I'm not on the streets, I'm living. If I allow myself to feel too down, if I get really mired in my, being overwhelmed, or sadness, or depression, or, uh, God forbid, fear, it's a situation where it can turn very toxic very quickly, and lead to situations which, are only going to make the situation worse. Is only going to make the fear and everything worse. Like, it's why it's this balance, you guys. Like, so it's a little bit of that. When I get up, when I get set up for rain, maybe with the rain I'll have a good cry or something. But I want to get set up first. Like I said, it is about survival, and, like I said, it also, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So I'll leave it at that. Um, so yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for being part of this. Love you. You know, and stay true to yourselves too. All right. So peace out. Love within, and catch you on the flip side as you catch me.